The US Patent Office is meant to be a cathedral of human ingenuity, a place where brilliant ideas are immortalized. But it also moonlights as a museum of madness. For every groundbreaking invention that changes the world, there are dozens that make you seriously wonder about the person who conceived them. Today, we're not looking at the brilliant ones. We're unearthing 49 of the most bizarre, baffling, and hilariously misguided ideas that were actually granted a legal patent in the United States. 1. Let's kick things off with a solution to a problem you probably didn't know you had: the animal ear protectors for bathing. Apparently, the Herculean task of washing a dog, which usually involves a tidal wave of suds and a level of betrayal your pet will never let you forget, has been boiled down to one critical issue: damp ears. Someone, in a moment of pure, unadulterated genius, patented what are essentially tiny shower caps for your dog's ears. It conjures an image of a poodle wearing sophisticated earmuffs, looking less like it's about to get a bath and more like it's preparing to land a jumbo jet. This is peak first-world innovation, solving the minor inconveniences of the privileged, while the rest of us are still trying to figure out how to keep the dog from shaking water all over the clean towels. 2. For every person who has suffered the agony of high heels, a glimmer of hope was patented: adjustable high heels. The concept is pure brilliance, a shoe that transforms from a skyscraper heel into a sensible flat with the simple push of a button. It's the Cinderella story for the modern age, except the fairy godmother is a sketchy spring-loaded mechanism. Imagine the confidence, the power, and then imagine that tiny crucial button failing mid-stride. You're left performing an involuntary lopsided pirate walk for the rest of the evening, one foot in the clouds and the other firmly, embarrassingly on the ground. It's a spectacular gamble where the stakes are your dignity and the structural integrity of your ankles. 3. If you're in the market for home decor that says, "I'm elegant, but also prepared for a rodent apocalypse," allow me to introduce the Mousetrap coffee table. This isn't your grandma's wooden spring trap. No, this is an integrated, stealthy system of extermination built right into your living room furniture. It's the perfect conversation piece for when you have guests over. Oh, this old thing? It's a mid-century modern with a surprisingly effective vermin dispatching feature. It perfectly marries the coziness of a living room with the cold, calculating efficiency of a medieval dungeon. You just have to hope it doesn't accidentally trigger when your uncle puts his heavy beer stein down a little too forcefully. 4. Do you ever look at a pile of clean laundry and feel a wave of sheer incompetence wash over you? Well, you're not alone, because someone patented a special glove designed specifically to help you fold it. This isn't about keeping your hands clean. This is about providing extra grip and guidance for a task that humanity has managed without specialized gear for millennia. We've reached a point where our own hands are apparently no longer qualified for the job of folding a t-shirt. What's next? A patented helmet for walking in a straight line? A special suit that helps you sit on a couch? This glove isn't just an invention, it's a quiet monument to how utterly useless we've become. 5. In what can only be described as the peak of human achievement, someone patented the emergency pizza button. This isn't an app, it's a physical button. A big, red, beautiful button you press in a moment of crisis, which then automatically orders a pizza to your precise location. Think about the sheer audacity. The inventor looked at the grueling, multi-second process of unlocking a phone, opening an app, and tapping a screen, and said, "No, this is too much for a person to bear." It's a device that fundamentally understands that some emergencies, like a bad day at work or the sudden realization you have to cook, can only be solved with the immediate application of cheese and pepperoni. It's not lazy, it's efficient. 6. For the person who believes their life deserves a movie soundtrack and special effects, there's the personal fog machine. This is a wearable device that allows you to generate your own dramatic, misty entrances wherever you go. Walking into the DMV? Shroud yourself in an enigmatic cloud. Attending a parent-teacher conference? Emerge from the fog like a vengeful spirit. It's the ultimate tool for people who think they are the main character in everyone else's life. The only downside is that you'll spend most of your time bumping into furniture and setting off smoke alarms. But that's a small price to pay for ensuring nobody ever forgets your arrival. Or the lingering smell of glycerin. 7. Prepare to have your eating habits personally attacked by your own cutlery. The Smart Fork is a patented utensil that tracks how quickly you're eating and vibrates disapprovingly if you're shoveling food in too fast. It's promoted as a tool for mindful eating, but it sounds more like having a tiny, judgmental personal trainer living on your fork, silently shaking its head at your life choices. Imagine trying to enjoy a steak while your fork buzzes in your hand like an angry hornet, shaming you for your enthusiasm. This invention turns one of life's simple pleasures into a performance review where you're constantly on the verge of being put on a disciplinary plan. 8. Here we have a patent that could either save or destroy your relationship: the mood-sensing lamp. This lamp changes colors to reflect your emotional state. In theory, it's a romantic, intuitive piece of technology. In reality, it's an emotional snitch that will broadcast your every fleeting feeling to the entire room. Annoyed that your partner left the toilet seat up? The lamp glows a passive-aggressive puce. Thinking about your ex for a split second? Enjoy the sudden, inexplicable turquoise that you'll have to explain later. This lamp doesn't just light up a room, it turns your home into a minefield of unspoken truths, all displayed in a garish, unhelpful spectrum of light. 9. In a world where we treat our pets better than most of our relatives, someone patented the doggy treadmill. This isn't just a miniaturized human treadmill, it's a purpose-built cardio machine for your canine companion. The sales pitch is obvious. It's for rainy days or for owners too busy to go for a walk. But let's be honest, it's for people who feel guilty. You can almost see the golden retriever's confused face, thinking, I just wanted to sniff that interesting patch of grass, and now I'm in a dystopian hamster wheel, walking endlessly towards a wall. It's the perfect way to give your dog an existential crisis while you watch TV. All for the low price that could probably fund a professional dog walker for 6 months. 10. The foot-powered rocking chair. A chair you power by pedaling with your feet. Exercise and relaxation in one. But maybe pick one goal at a time. This invention creates a kind of internal schizophrenic battle. Your mind is trying to achieve a Zen state while your legs are furiously pumping away like a hamster on an espresso binge. It's the furniture equivalent of patting your head and rubbing your stomach, except you're paying hundreds of dollars for the privilege of confusing your own nervous system. It promises the tranquility of a gentle rock, but delivers the frantic energy of trying to outrun a bear. It's not relaxation. It's a beautifully crafted anxiety machine. 11. Picture this. You're hiking in the remote wilderness, miles from civilization. The sun is setting. You think to yourself, you know what would really complete this moment? Fresh, handmade fettuccine. Well, your oddly specific dream can come true with the portable pasta maker. This compact, travel-friendly device allows you to create authentic Italian pasta on the go. Because why would you pack a simple sandwich when you could lug around flour, eggs, and a mechanical press? I can only imagine the reactions of actual Italians seeing someone whip this out on a camping trip. It would be a mixture of horror, pity, and perhaps a small begrudging nod of respect for the sheer, lunatic dedication to carbs. 12. Humanity has faced countless challenges, but one inventor decided to tackle the truly monumental task of peeling a banana. Thus, the banana peeling machine was patented. Apparently, the simple, intuitive act of using one's hands was deemed too laborious, too prone to error. This complex device, one can only imagine, involves clamps, precision blades, and possibly laser guidance to ensure your banana is liberated from its peel with scientific accuracy. It's the kind of over-engineered solution to a non-existent problem that makes you wonder about the inventor's daily life. Did they struggle so much with bananas that they dedicated time and resources to automating the process? It's a testament to human ingenuity, or perhaps just a sign that some people have way too much time on their hands. 13. If you've ever wanted to quantify your social dominance, look no further than the handshake strength tester. This device measures the force of your grip, turning a simple greeting into a high-stakes competition. It's the perfect accessory for a job interview. Just imagine, you shake the hiring manager's hand, then casually check the device. A firm 8.2. Impressive. Let's talk salary. It's a tool designed to intimidate friends, unnerve business rivals, and give your future father-in-law a moment of doubt. It takes all the nuance and warmth out of a human connection and replaces it with cold, hard data. Because nothing says, "I'm a confident and well-adjusted person," like needing a gadget to prove it. 14. Breakfast enthusiasts who are also incredibly lazy, rejoice. The self-turning pancake maker is here to solve your gravest morning dilemma. This machine automates the one single, slightly challenging step of making pancakes, the flip. For those who live in constant fear of a mangled pancake or a messy splash of batter, this invention promises perfectly golden brown results every time. No wrist action required. Of course, you're placing your breakfast dreams in the hands of a machine that could easily malfunction, turning your kitchen into a pancake war zone with flapjacks flying against the ceiling. It's a beautiful dream, as long as you don't mind your breakfast having a mind of its own. 15. Method for swinging on a swing. Believe it or not, there's a patented technique for swinging higher on a swing set. This isn't just a childhood pastime, it's now a legally protected intellectual property. For generations, we've been swinging incorrectly like uncultured barbarians. This patent implies there's a secret, optimal way to propel yourself that mere intuition could never reveal. It makes you wonder what other basic human activities we've been botching. Is there a patented method for tying your shoelaces to improve walking efficiency? A proprietary system for buttering toast to maximize flavor distribution? This patent doesn't just protect an idea, it casts doubt on our entire existence. 16. Combining warmth and entertainment, we have the beanie with built-in headphones. On the surface, it's a convenient and cozy invention, perfect for a chilly day. You get to keep your ears warm while listening to your favorite podcast or tunes. The problem, however, lies in its potential for spectacular social failure. It's all too easy to forget you're wearing it and accidentally blast your guilty pleasure playlist in a quiet library or a doctor's waiting room. Imagine sitting in a solemn business meeting, your head subtly bobbing as your hat, unbeknownst to you, broadcasts death metal at full volume. It's a wonderful piece of tech, right up until the moment it turns you into an accidental public nuisance. 17. In the pantheon of solutions for non-existent problems, the banana suitcase holds a place of honor. This isn't just a plastic tube, it's a dedicated, form-fitting protective case designed to cradle a single banana, ensuring it survives the perilous journey from your kitchen counter to your lunchbox without a single unsightly bruise. Because we all know the greatest tragedy that can befall a packed lunch is a slightly mushy banana. Forget world hunger or climate change. The real crisis is fruit trauma. This patent is for people who look at a piece of fruit and think, you deserve to travel in first class, shielded from the cruel world. It's an invention that screams, I have my life so together that my fruit has its own luggage. 18. Prepare yourself for a fashion statement that is both utterly ridiculous and, in certain unfortunate situations, disturbingly practical. The toilet paper hat. Yes, someone patented a hat with a roll of toilet paper mounted directly onto it, complete with a dispenser for quick and easy access. It's the perfect accessory for anyone suffering from a relentless cold, crippling allergies, or perhaps just a profound lack of shame. Imagine walking down the street, a pristine roll of 2-ply spinning gently above your head. It's a bold declaration to the world that you are prepared for any minor nasal or sanitary emergency, even if it means sacrificing every last shred of your dignity in the process. 19. If you've ever felt that your pajamas weren't judging you enough, the Sleep Monitor pajamas are here to help. These aren't just comfortable sleepwear. They're woven with a network of sensors designed to track your every toss, turn, and twitch throughout the night. It's like sleeping with a tiny, judgmental scientist who reports back on your performance in the morning. Subject exhibited 47 minutes of REM sleep, a 12% decrease from the previous night. Performance, subpar. For the tech enthusiast, it's a dream come true. For the rest of us, it feels a bit too much like tucking Big Brother into bed with you every night. Privacy is overrated when you can have sleep data, I suppose. 20. For long-distance couples seeking to bridge the physical gap, technology offers a solution that teeters precariously between romantic and deeply unsettling. Behold the Kiss Transmission device. This patented machine supposedly simulates the sensation of a kiss, allowing you and your distant lover to connect. One can only imagine the mechanics. Two sets of pressure-sensitive silicone lips, moving in eerie synchronicity across continents. Is it a tender moment of connection, or does it feel like you're making out with a strange, disembodied piece of lab equipment? It's a bold attempt to replicate human intimacy that might just end up reminding you how terrifyingly far apart you really are. 21. Looking for a way to ruin a perfectly good date night with awkward pseudoscience? The Love Tester machine has you covered. This device, a staple of old arcades and new patents, claims to measure the strength of your love based on skin contact or some other vague biometric data. You and your partner grip the sensors, watch the lights flash, and wait for the machine's final, binding judgment on your relationship. It's all fun and games until it declares your passion lukewarm or frosty. It's the perfect tool for introducing a seed of doubt and insecurity into your romance, all under the guise of novelty entertainment. Because nothing says, "I love you," like a machine that disagrees. 22. Here's an invention for the fitness enthusiast who is also perhaps a budding mad scientist. The Sweat Collector is a patented device designed to, well, collect your sweat while you exercise. Strapped to your body, this little contraption gathers your perspiration in a vial for later analysis. The stated purpose is to measure hydration levels, which sounds vaguely scientific. But let's be honest, the primary function is to thoroughly gross out everyone at the gym. Imagine finishing your workout, unscrewing a small container full of your own bodily fluids, and thoughtfully examining the contents. It's a bold accessory that says, "Not only am I fit, but I am also deeply committed to my own effluence." 23. For the gentleman who finds the act of tipping his hat to be far too strenuous, modern innovation provides a solution. The self-tipping hat. This is a hat equipped with a mechanism that automatically performs the polite gesture for you, presumably at the push of a button or a subtle nod. It's the peak of chivalrous laziness. You can maintain perfect etiquette without ever having to lift an arm. It walks a fine line between dapper and disabled, suggesting a level of sophistication so extreme that you've outsourced your own bodily movements. One has to wonder what a malfunction looks like. Does it start tipping uncontrollably, making you look like the most courteous, convulsive man in town? 24. In a moment of pure breakfast genius, someone patented the self-heating butter knife. This is a knife that gently warms up, allowing you to slice through a cold, hard stick of butter and spread it effortlessly on your toast. It's a simple, elegant solution to one of life's most persistent morning frustrations. No more torn bread, no more clumps of unmelted butter. However, it also introduces a new element of danger to your morning routine. Get distracted for 1 second, and you're not just spreading butter, you're branding your toast and possibly giving yourself a first-degree burn. It's brilliant, yes, but it's also a reminder that sometimes the greatest inventions are just a hair's breadth away from being a trip to the emergency room. 25. The inflatable surfboard. A surfboard that deflates for easy storage. This is the dream for the urban surfer who drives a small sedan. No roof rack, no hassle, just pure convenience. However, convenience has a price. One moment you're carving down the face of a glorious wave, feeling like a sea god. The next, a tiny puncture turns your majestic board into a sad, flaccid balloon in milliseconds. The transition from cool surfer to man desperately clinging to vinyl trash in the open ocean is brutally swift. The ocean, it turns out, doesn't care how easily your board fit into your backpack. It only cares that you are now, officially, sinking. 26. Here's an invention that brilliantly combines home fragrance with the thrill of a treasure hunt. The candle with hidden jewelry. As the wax melts away, a small, foil-wrapped surprise is revealed. A ring, a necklace, who knows? It's a lovely, romantic idea for the patient soul. For everyone else, it's a torturous waiting game that will likely end with you impatiently excavating the wax with a fork like a frantic archaeologist, destroying the candle in a desperate bid to get to the prize. It turns a relaxing evening into a frantic, waxy dig, all for a piece of jewelry that probably costs less than the candle itself. The real surprise is discovering just how little patience you actually have. 27. If you want your personal security to have a real flair for the dramatic, consider the anti-theft briefcase. This is not your average lockable case. If a thief tries to snatch it, it retaliates by spraying them with a powerful, indelible ink, marking them for easy identification by the authorities. It's a brilliant and vengeful piece of technology. The only problem is you. Imagine fumbling with it, dropping it, or forgetting the disarm code. Suddenly, you're the one covered head to toe in bright purple ink moments before the most important meeting of your life. It's an effective deterrent, sure, but it's also a device that could turn on you in the most humiliating way possible. 28. In our quest to project our own anxieties onto everything we love, we now have the wearable pet monitor. This is essentially a Fitbit for your dog or cat, tracking their activity levels, sleep patterns, and, according to some patents, even their mood. Because what modern pet owner doesn't want a daily data report on Fluffy's emotional state? I see your nap duration was down 8% yesterday, Sparky. Is everything okay at home? It allows you to micromanage your pet's well-being with charts and graphs, turning the simple joy of having an animal companion into a data-driven performance review. Meanwhile, your dog is just happy you're home and has no idea he's failing his daily step count. 29. Why waste your own precious energy cleaning the floors when you can outsource the labor to someone who's already down there? Introducing the Baby Mop Onesie. This stroke of genius, or laziness, is a baby outfit with mop pads strategically attached to the arms and knees. As your infant crawls around exploring the world, they are simultaneously polishing your hardwood floors. It turns your bundle of joy into a tiny, adorable, and most importantly, unpaid janitor. It's pitched as a fun way to get chores done, but let's be honest. You're not cleaning the floor. You're just turning your baby into a mobile dirt-smearing device. Parenting in the 21st century is all about efficiency, after all. 30. For the cocktail enthusiast who believes that standard plebeian ice cubes are an insult to a good drink, there is a patent for ice cubes shaped like a sphere. Because nothing says I am a sophisticated adult quite like having geometrically perfect balls of frozen water chilling your whiskey. These molds create ice that melts slower, diluting your drink less. But more importantly, it makes you look fancy. We have reached a point in our civilization where we are patenting the shape of frozen water to elevate our social standing. One can only wonder what's next. Patented rhomboid ice for gin? Pyramidal ice for tequila? It's a slippery, well-chilled slope. 31. In a patent filing that reads like a cartoon villain's blueprint, someone has legally protected the design for a literal human catapult. This isn't a metaphor. It's a machine designed to launch a human being through the air. The patent vaguely suggests its uses for fun, or perhaps a very, very extreme form of transportation. I want to know about the research and development phase. Who was the first test pilot? What kind of liability waiver did they have to sign? Imagine that conversation. Okay, Steve, we're going to fling you across this canyon. The landing is mostly theoretical. Thumbs up? It's a glorious tribute to human recklessness and the kind of invention that makes insurance agents wake up in a cold sweat. 32. Here's a solution for a problem that is both real and incredibly specific. The hair guard for soup. This is a patented wearable device, presumably some kind of facial shield or visor designed to keep your long hair from taking an unwelcome dive into your bowl of minestrone. It's practical, in a way, but it also ensures that you will be the most talked about person at any dinner party, and not for your sparkling conversation. You're essentially wearing a piece of scaffolding on your head to eat. It screams, I am committed to hygiene, but I am also willing to look like I'm about to perform delicate surgery on this clam chowder. It's a bold choice that sacrifices all social grace for the sake of a hair-free meal. 33. For those moments when loneliness becomes so profound that inanimate objects start looking appealing, we have the hugging chair. This is a piece of furniture with arms that mechanically wrap around you, providing a comforting embrace on demand. On the surface, it's a sweet concept for someone needing a little affection. But the longer you think about it, the creepier it gets. It's one step away from a chair that whispers, I'll never leave you, in your ear. What happens if there's a power outage? Are you trapped in a slow, relentless embrace until the electricity comes back on? It's the perfect product for someone who wants to feel loved, but is also okay with that love coming from a potentially sentient, slightly clingy armchair. 34. In a stunning display of technological over-engineering, someone patented the sneeze-activated tissue dispenser. The idea is simple. The device senses the unique sound or vibration of a sneeze and promptly dispenses a fresh tissue. It's a brilliant solution for those moments when you're caught off guard. Now, imagine an office during peak allergy season. One person lets out a sneeze, triggering their dispenser. The sound triggers the next person's dispenser, and soon the entire office is caught in a cascade of flying tissues, a veritable paper storm of hygienic chaos. It's a genius invention, provided it can tell the difference between a sneeze and a sharp cough, a loud laugh, or your boss yelling your name. 35. The finger-mounted toothbrush. This patent is for the person who looks at a pocket-sized travel toothbrush and thinks, "What an oppressive amount of luggage." This isn't just for on-the-go hygiene. This is for someone whose life is so chaotic they need to brush their teeth in the reflection of a bus window. It reduces dental care to its most primal form, rubbing your teeth with your finger but with bristles. It doesn't communicate, "I'm prepared and clean." It whispers, "I have regressed to a point where jamming my own finger in my mouth feels like a viable cleaning strategy, and I've paid for the technology to make it slightly more effective." 36. The anti-wrinkle sleep mask. The relentless war against time stops for no one, not even for sleep. This patented mask isn't for blocking out light. It's a nightly truce you force upon your own face. It's designed to hold your features in a state of placid neutrality, ensuring that your subconscious anxieties about bills or that weird thing you said in 2003 don't carve new lines of despair into your forehead. You don't wake up feeling rested. You wake up feeling victorious, having successfully suppressed your face's rebellious nocturnal activities for another 8 hours. It's not skincare. It's facial authoritarianism. 37. When a common cold robs you of your energy and your dignity, why not go all the way and sacrifice the last shred of your public image? The hands-free nose. Wiper is a head-mounted contraption with a small, articulated arm holding a tissue. When your nose runs, the device takes care of it for you, no hands required. It's the kind of invention that solves a problem by creating a much, much bigger one. Looking like a background character from a Terry Gilliam film. You might be comfortable, but you'll also be a walking spectacle of misery. A beacon of absurdity that will make small children point and strangers give you a very, very wide berth. 38. Combining our love for dogs with our love for questionable transportation, we have the dog scooter hybrid. This is a scooter that is literally pulled by your dog, turning your daily walk into an extreme sport. It's like urban dog sledding, powered by a furry engine that is easily distracted by squirrels, other dogs, and interesting smells. This patent relies on the optimistic assumption that your dog is a willing and focused participant. In reality, you're one stray cat away from being launched headfirst into a hedge. It's a fantastic idea if your idea of a good time is entrusting your physical safety to the whims of an animal that still eats grass for no reason. 39. For the dedicated napper who is unconstrained by social norms or location, there is the wearable nap tent. This is a small, personal tent that you wear over your head and shoulders, creating an instant cocoon of privacy for an impromptu snooze. It's a lifesaver on a long flight or a bus ride, sure. But imagine deploying this at your office desk or in a public library. You don't just look like you're taking a nap. You look like you've set up a personal base camp and are preparing for a long siege. It's a bold statement that says, "I value my sleep more than I value not confusing and alarming everyone around me." 40. The umbrella for two. This umbrella with two separate sections is pitched as a romantic solution for couples caught in the rain. In reality, it's a social menace. This monstrosity turns a loving couple into a single, wide, and unstoppable sidewalk-clearing device. While you and your partner stay blissfully dry, you're effectively clotheslining every pedestrian coming the other way. It's the perfect tool for people who are so wrapped up in their own world that they don't notice the trail of chaos and annoyed strangers they leave in their wake. It's less a symbol of a strong relationship and more a public declaration that your convenience is more important than anyone else's. 41. Hollywood has always chased the dream of total immersion, and one of the most infamous attempts was the patent for a smell-o-vision device. The idea was to bring scents from the screen directly into your living room. Imagine watching a baking show and being enveloped by the aroma of fresh bread or a simmering marinara sauce. It's a beautiful, utopian vision. Now, imagine the scene shifts to a character-burning dinner. Suddenly, your home is filled with the acrid smell of failure. It's a lovely concept until you're watching a war movie and get a whiff of gunpowder, or a hospital drama that decides to get a little too realistic with its olfactory cues. It's an invention that proves some senses are better left to the imagination. 42. For those whose snoring reaches seismic levels, there's a patent that offers a rather forceful solution: the anti-snoring helmet. This isn't a gentle nose strip or a special pillow. This is a full-on piece of headgear designed to hold your head and jaw in a specific, upright position all night long. Comfort was clearly not the primary design goal. Complete, enforced silence was. You'd be sleeping like a Buckingham Palace guard on duty. It might be effective, but at what cost? You'd have to sacrifice any possibility of a comfortable night's sleep to ensure your partner gets one. It's a noble sacrifice, but one that probably leaves you feeling like you just went 10 rounds with your own pillow. 43. In the relentless war against facial roundness, one inventor patented the face slimming mask. This is a compression mask, essentially a corset for your head, that you strap on tightly. It claims to squish your face into a slimmer, more defined shape. Whether it provides any lasting results is highly debatable, but what it guarantees is that you will look absolutely terrifying while wearing it. It's the kind of thing you'd put on in the privacy of your bathroom, only to have a family member walk in and immediately call for an exorcist. It's less of a beauty tool and more of a conversation piece, with the conversation being, what in God's name is on your face? 44. Every dog owner has wondered what their pet is thinking. Well, one patent claims to have the answer with the dog-to-human translator. This gadget alleges it can analyze barks, yips, and growls, and translate them into human speech. Finally, you can have a real conversation with your best friend. Or more likely, you'll discover that 90% of his thoughts are, food, squirrel, or why did you stop petting me 5 seconds ago? The novelty would wear off the first time your dog eloquently informs you that he finds your choice of kibble to be pedestrian and offensive to his palate. Sometimes, it's better not to know. 45. Here's an invention that solves a problem only a truly dedicated drinker could have: the beerbrella. This is a tiny clip-on umbrella designed to shield your beer bottle or can from the rain. Because nothing ruins a perfectly good brew like a few drops of sky water slightly diluting it. While your entire body is getting soaked in a downpour, you can stand tall and proud, knowing that your beverage is safe and dry under its own personal parasol. It's a ridiculous, almost heroic level of dedication to one's drink. It perfectly captures a certain kind of priority system where personal comfort comes a distant second to beverage integrity. 46. The grass simulator. This patent is for the city dweller so thoroughly disconnected from the natural world that a simple walk to a park feels like a daunting expedition into the wilderness. This machine allows you to experience the sensation of walking on grass without the terrifying risks of unpredictable weather, insects, or accidentally making eye contact with a stranger. It's the perfect encapsulation of the modern condition, spending a fortune on a high-tech replica of something that is available for free just a few blocks away. It's not about loving nature. It's about consuming a sanitized, predictable, and lonely version of it from the safety of your living room. 47. The modern parent is a master of multitasking, but this next patent takes it to a whole new level. The baby bottle holder for feet is a device that allows you to hold your baby's bottle with your foot, freeing up both of your hands for other important tasks, like scrolling through your phone or questioning your life choices. It's an act of pure, unadulterated ingenuity born from desperation. On one hand, it's a brilliant hack. On the other, there's something vaguely unsettling about feeding your infant with your toes. It's a testament to parental creativity, walking that fine line between genius and something you'd probably not want to admit to your pediatrician. 48. Anti-eating face mask. For those who have lost the battle against the refrigerator, this patent offers not a strategy, but total surrender. The anti-eating face mask is a cage you lock onto your own head to physically block access to your mouth. It's the intersection of dieting and a medieval torture device. This isn't just about stopping mindless snacking. It's about admitting you can't be trusted in the same room as a cookie. The inventor didn't just create a product. They created a monument to rock-bottom self-control. It's the perfect gift for someone who has tried everything else, including, apparently, just saying no. 49. And for our final exhibit in baffling inventions, we have the no-spill coffee mug. This patent describes a mug that magnetically attaches to its saucer, creating a powerful bond that prevents it from tipping over and spilling. It's a fantastic idea for the chronically clumsy. The only problem is, you eventually have to drink from it. This means you have to overcome the very magnetic force designed to keep it in place. Imagine trying to take a sip of your morning coffee, but the mug refuses to leave the saucer, forcing you into a mini-workout just to get your caffeine fix. It solves the problem of spilling by making the mug almost impossible to use. And there we are, 49 certified trips into the twilight zone of human invention. Now, I refuse to believe every single one of these is useless. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to pick one, just one, and write a shameless, full-throated sales pitch for it in the comments below. Don't just name it. Sell it. Convince me that my life is incomplete without a self-tipping hat. I want to see you defend the baby mop onesie like it's the solution to the energy crisis. If witnessing this level of madness brought a smile to your face, show some support with a like. And to make sure you get your regular dose of certified absurdity, hit that subscribe button. You know you want to.